I'm taking Kobe. So Kobe Bryant, number 2, and he totally deserves it. Totally deserves it. All in all, I'm pretty happy with this list. I got to tell you. I'm pretty happy. I like it. I think they did a good job. And a lot of times, when they do a list like this and they do like a countdown, you have these purists and people that have been around the sport for 50 years that just want to dig up all the old ghosts of the past and put guys there that don't belong. Well, I think that ESPN has done a good job. Done a good job of counting down the greatest shooting guards ever. We of course come to number 1. Here's a guy played for the Bulls, 84 to 93, then again 95 to 98, and then came back and had a brief stint with the Wizards from 01 to 03. He got 6 titles, 91 to 93, and then again 96 to 98. His honors read like this. It's like a novel. He's a 14-time All-Star. He's a 5-time MVP. All right, 1988 MVP, 91 MVP, 92, 96, 98. 6-time Finals MVP. Every title the Bulls won, Michael Jordan was the MVP of the Finals. Rookie of the Year, 1985. Defensive Player of the Year. Listen to this. He only got that once. All of his credentials, all of these things I'm reading off, all of his honors, and personally, I don't understand why he only got one Defensive Player of the Year award in '88. When I think he was by far a better defender mid-'90s than he was, early in his career. I mean, he should have as many Defensive Player of the Year awards as he does MVPs. Absolutely. It says right, he's the standard by which all other players are measured. That's true. Most skilled, most athletic, toughest, meanest, most inspirational, most competitive of all the shooting guards who have ever played the game. Well, I mean, there's a whole, they had a whole big write-up on MJ in this. And, come on. This is Michael Jordan. I don't need to read off this. This is Michael Jordan. There is nobody's going to even make an argument that he shouldn't be number 1. He's the most clutch player ever. Ever. There was a certain feeling you got when you were watching Michael Jordan play basketball. And, as a fan, and I was a fan, I don't know what it was like to root against him. Like you, Elwood, you're a Pacers guy. What was it like rooting against Michael Jordan? Didn't you feel like no matter what, it didn't matter, your team was going to lose if they were playing the Bulls? Because I know I felt, as a Bulls fan, no matter what happened, it didn't matter. My team was going to win. I totally knew, I was sure that because of Michael Jordan, my team was going to win. Absolutely. Like every day, he just trusted him. He just had it in his hands. He'd get the ball, and you knew he was going to do something great with it. And you couldn't take your eyes off him. The whole time he was on the floor, you were just watching. Even when he didn't have the ball, you were watching because you knew it was coming to him. Elliot says, it was like being mean to the kid in school all the teachers liked. It was fun. Okay, so it was fun to root against Michael Jordan, but still, it was defeating, right? And you knew ultimately you were going to lose, right? You knew there was no way that your team was gonna take down MJ. Even though it was fun to cheer against him because everybody else liked him, you still had to know that there was no way. Mike says, why would anyone root against Michael Jordan? Well, we're from Illinois, and Mike Jordan was a... Elliot says, no, Mike did not win all the games he was in. No, I know he didn't win every game, but he won every game that mattered. He won every big game he was in. No, of course he didn't win every game he was in. But, come on. Every game that mattered, he won. All the big games he won. And yeah, like Michael Jordan was one of the first really, like global stars. Where everybody knew who he was, and he had fans, way out of his region. Just really, I mean, he just transcended the whole sport. He crossed over. I mean, he was mainstream. I mean, there were people that never watched one dribble of a basketball in one game that could easily pick Michael Jordan. I mean, you know what I mean? That definitely knew who Jordan was. And Michael Jordan's the first global star of the NBA. I mean, just larger than life, and easily, the Elliot says. Oh, come on. Elliot says he was a cartoon and some $100 sneakers. Oh, he was more than that, Elwood. He was more than that. He also liked to gamble. And apparently he was a little less than faithful. But Smith Dog says he brought the game to a new level internationally. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. I mean, if you look at, right before Jordan came in, Magic Johnson and Larry Bird kind of revived the game. They kind of made the game basketball. They kind of made it relevant again because it had lost some of its popularity in those days. So they bring it back, and around in America, they brought it back. All right, but then when